Hey you guys, this is Josh with Homesteading Family, and today I'm going to do just a quick video in response to a whole bunch of questions I've gotten from some of the posts we've been doing about our garden season, and particularly about my compost sifter here. A lot of you guys asked for a tutorial about how to build this and what it's for, why I use it. So we're going to take just a few minutes and I'll tell you about that and show you how. So first of all, why sift compost? I'm sifting compost for two reasons. I want to get all the larger material out of it for both starting some of my finer seeds. We grow a lot of leafy greens because they're great season extenders, and they just need to barely be covered with a real light soil. And so I'm adding some compost at the same time. By sifting it, that just gets rid of all the larger materials in the compost and allows those seeds to come up really easily. Also, I make my own seed starting mix, or what some people call potting soil. They're really different, but a lot of folks use potting soil for starting seeds. You just don't need to do that. One, it's an expense you don't need. If you're going to spend money, spend it on compost. I mean, hopefully we can, you're making your own compost, we make ours, but we can't make enough to meet all our needs, and especially on this property, which is larger and needs a lot of soil rehabilitation, so we're having to buy compost in, especially early in the season. I'd rather spend my money on high quality compost and stretch out its use. So instead of buying a potting soil or a seed starting mix, I make my own by sifting it, and it's a lot less expensive, and actually I'm then mimicking the soil profile for my starts similar to where they're going to go when I put them in the ground. And so that's the two primary reasons that I even sift compost, or even my soil, the garden soil, I'll sift it as well for the seed starting mix. So you need a sifter, right? And again, it's nothing you need to go buy. You might have to buy a couple of materials. This is just some like 2x3 I had laying around. You can, some 2x4s would work great. 1x material is going to be a little thin. You want it a little heavier duty. And so the frame, again, is just a 2x material. The screen is 1/4-inch hardware cloth. That's all you need. It's pretty rigid, and it gets you down to the size that I want for the soil, smaller particles. You could go with an 1/8 inch. A little more work to sift it, and I just haven't found that's necessary. So this 1/4-inch hardware cloth works great, and you can make it any size you want. I've made it to fit on my wheelbarrow. If I'm going to do a batch, then I might as well do enough to have it last me a while, so it actually fits on the wheelbarrow real well. So the arms rest on the sides for support, and it's not hanging over to where I'm losing what I'm sifting. So both with the length and the width. Size of the wheelbarrow is great. If you're just doing it in buckets or you got something else, you can certainly make it size to fit. I've also seen a cool setup where it's stationary, and they've built a couple of legs and then it hangs. And you'll see in a minute why that could be really nifty. You pull your wheelbarrow under it, and if there's this hanging, you can just sift it like that. And if you're really doing a lot, that's a cool setup. I might do that one day, but I haven't gotten that far yet. This works really well. So once you've got this built, you just put it on your wheelbarrow, take a little compost, throw it in there, and you just run it through. Okay? All I'm doing is rubbing all the material over the screen, and all the fines are dropping through. All the bigger leftover material that I don't want in my seed starting mix, or getting in the way of smaller seeds like lettuces from coming up, this holds all that back. And if you're doing a lot, I'm usually doing it with the shovel because I'm trying to get a lot done. You can do the same. And we're just sifting that out. You get done, you put that back to the side. That can go back into your regular compost that maybe you're turning into your soil or adding on top around larger starts or larger plants. That's great. And when you get done, you have a real nice, if you can see this, crumbly mix, and it's very light. This is a little damp, a little wet because we've had a lot of rain, and this compost pile is just sitting out here. But this is just fantastic for sprinkling over your small seedlings that you're starting up if you've planted in the ground and they just need a little bit of cover. Or again, what I will do is use this and mix it with regular garden soil to make my seed starting mix. So that's it. That is way more economical than buying $10 bags or whatever it costs in your area of organic seed starting mix. So there you go. Hope that helps you out, and I'll see you soon. Bye.